Hey friends, welcome to Kirsten Nielsen Yoga. I'm Kirsten and I'll be teaching you today a very short Vinyasa practice, focusing on opening up the body, opening up the shoulders and the hips. So if you're looking for a practice that is short and spicy, then this one is for you. You won't need any props, just simply yourself and your yoga mat. Those who are looking for retreats and trainings with me, please click the link in the description below and enjoy the practice. So we're going to start at the top of the mat, feet hips distance. Release the arms alongside the body and just allow yourself to ground for the next few moments, feeling that connection to earth through the feet and breathing into the low ribs, side ribs, front and back of heart. And on the exhale, send the breath all the way back down to the feet. And again, breathing in, long exhale, feel the navel draw in towards the spine and just lift the pelvic floor, maybe just to about 20%. And then again, breathing in, long breath out. And then hook the thumbs, spread the fingers out wide, soften the knees and sweep the arms up overhead. Take a big breath in, send the shoulder heads back and lift the sternum bone up. Exhale, release the arms behind the back and interlace the fingers. Maybe the palms stay open if the shoulders are tight. Send the fist down hard up, breathe in. Forward fold on the breath out and just take your time. Bend the knees. Let the head be heavy. Take an inhale, little lift of the heart. Release the hands on the exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step the right foot back. Drop the right knee down. Hook the thumbs, arms up overhead, big breath in. It's almost like you want to pull the hands apart. Elbows stay soft. Hands down to the mat, plank pose, step back. Now, if you want to drop the knees down, please do. Otherwise, keep the knees lifted and press back through the heels, lengthen through the crown, find the rounding of the upper back. Shift the weight forwards to the fingertips on the inhale. Bend the elbows, lower all the way down to the belly on the exhale. Release the tops of the feet, roll the shoulders, spread the toes down on the mat and lift the heart on the inhale. Lower down, exhale. Just once more like that. Think lots of length on the breath in. Keep grounding through the feet. Lower down, tuck the toes under. Now press onto the knees first. And just adjust the hands. Make sure the knuckles are grounded. You're grabbing the ground with the fingertips. Then when you feel ready, downward facing dog. Pick the knees off the mat. Now take a breath in into the back of the heart and feel the subtle rounding of the upper back. And as you exhale, keeping the knees soft, press the chest a little closer towards the thighs, but keep the containment of the front ribs drawing in. And then again, breathing in, round, hollow out. So this is more of an exaggeration of that rounding. Exhale, move the chest closer to the thighs, knees soft, sit bones high. Last one, breathe in. Long breath out. Bring the feet together, toes to touch. Come up high, balls of the feet, round the upper back on the inhale. Bend the knees, look forwards as you exhale, hop to the top. Halfway lift, breathe in. Feet hips distance, forward fold, long breath out. Rise all the way up to stand, big inhale. Watch the palms touch. Hands to pray at the heart on the exhale. Once again, hook the thumb, spread the fingers wide. If you can remember, do the other thumb on top. Arms up overhead, breathe in. Exhale, hands behind the back, interlace the fingers with a different grip, different thumb on top. Knees soft, hard up, breathe in. Forward fold on the breath out. Press the big toes down, head heavy. Take an inhale, lift the chest, find a little bit more length. Release the hands as you exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Left foot steps back, left knee down to the mat. Hook the thumbs, arms up overhead, big inhale, work the shoulder heads back. Hands to the mat, plank pose on the exhale, step it back. Again, you can drop the knees, find lots of length from the crown all the way to the heels. Take a breath in. Chaturanga to the belly on the breath out. Release the feet, roll the shoulders, heart lifts, inhale. Lower down, exhale. Now either you can stay with cobra or slide the hands a little bit further back. Ground into the palms for upward facing dog. Lift the heart, lift the belly, lift the thighs off the mat, lengthen through the crown. Chin to chest, downward facing dog. Press it back. Take a breath into the upper back. Knees soften, chest to thighs, slow breath out. And again, inhale. Long exhale. Go a little faster, bring the feet together, toes to touch. Come up high, balls of the feet round the upper back. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop. Halfway lift, breathe in, feet hips distance. Fold in, breath out. Rise all the way up to stand, big inhale. Hands to prayer at the heart on the exhale. Hook the thumbs, arms up overhead, breathe in. Knees soft, interlace the fingers behind the back on the breath out. Fists down, heart up, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. So big toes press down. Imagine like we want to spread the mat wide with the feet. Take an inhale, lift the heart. Hands down to the mat as you exhale. Take another breath in, lengthen even more. Right foot steps back, right knee down to the mat on the breath out. Hook the thumbs, arms up overhead, inhale. This time, hands down to the mat, chaturanga straight to it. As you step the left foot back, bend the elbows to lower. Now either to the belly or roll through the feet. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, connect to the low belly as you press back. Breath into the back of the heart. Long breath out. Imagine like you want to spread the mat even wider with the hands. And again, breathe in. Slow breath out. Feet come together, toes to touch. Come up high, balls of the feet, inhale. Bend the knees, look forward as you exhale, step or hop. Halfway lift, breathe in. Heel toe the feet hips distance. Fold, breath out. Rise all the way up to stand, breathing in. Hands to prayer at the heart and the breath out. Hook the thumbs, don't worry if you forgot which way. Arms up overhead, knees soft, inhale. Little lean back, keep the length through the low back. Hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, exhale. Fist down, heart up, breathe in. Fold in, breath out. Breathing in. Lift the chest, lengthen. Release the hands on the breath out. Halfway lift in once again. Exhale, step the left foot back, drop the left knee down. Really hug the feet towards one another as you hook the thumbs. Arms up overhead, inhale. Hands down to the mat, chaturanga straight to it. As you plant the palms down, you pick that right foot off, bend the elbows to lower. Roll through the feet, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog with control, pressing it back. Breath into the back of the heart. Long breath out. Really think about sending your sit bones up and back, bringing the weight back to the legs. And again, breathe in. Long breath out, feet come together. Now think about that same hollowing out through the upper back. The rounding as you come up high onto the balls of the feet, shift the shoulders forwards. Keep that rounding, but bend the knees on the breath out. Little hop now. So you're thinking lots of length. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up to stand, breathe in. Hands to prayer at the heart on the breath out. Now this time, chair pose, deep bend into the knees, sweep the arms, take a breath in. Come up high onto the balls of the feet and the breath out. Take an inhale, bring the sit bones all the way to the heels as you exhale. Lift the chest, breathe in. Bring the knees wide, bum down to the mat. Pick the feet off the mat on the breath out. And then turn the palms up so the heart's really open. Take a breath in. Send the legs forwards, low back down to the mat on the breath out. Back up, inhale, knees to the chest, heart open. Lower down, exhale. So keep that navel drawing in towards the spine. Back up, breathe in. Lower down, breath out. Last one, back up, inhale. Lower down, exhale. I'm starting to sweat now, especially with that sun on me. Back up, breathe in. Lower the feet down on the breath out. You're going to rock back once on the inhale. Chair pose as you exhale. You can always use the hands if you need. So inhale, rock back. Exhale, chair pose, come back up. Smooth breath. Stand tall, release the arms on the out breath. Heel toe the feet hips distance. Hook the thumbs, arms up overhead, breathe in. Hands behind the back, interlace the fingers on the breath out. Send the fists down, heart open, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale to lengthen the heart. Exhale, release the hands down. Halfway lift, breathe in. Now this time we're going to step the right foot back. Drop the right knee down and heel toe the left foot over towards the right side of the mat. So we're going to take pigeon pose. Drop the left knee down, shin down. Now if you know that you've got some stuff going on in the knee or the low back today, then you can take pigeon pose on your back. So interlacing the hands around the hamstring as you bring the heel onto that right thigh. Otherwise, coming up onto the fingertips, tuck the back toes under, pick the back knee off the mat, swizzle the back foot a bit further back, drop the knee down so the pelvis gets a little lower, and release the top of the foot down. Take an inhale, lift the heart, keep grounding into the left shin. Exhale, bend the elbows and get a little deeper in the fold. Back up, breathe in. Now if you've got anything with the low back, you might just want to fold straight down. Exhale, bend the elbows. Once more like that, breathing in. Lower all the way down, maybe onto the forearms on the breath out. So we're not here for too long. Take an inhale, find length. And then exhale, find a little bit more of a release. Maybe open the lips. Allow the breath to release out of the mouth. So breathing in more space. And then letting something go on the exhale, especially with this pose. You can feel that we process a lot through the hips. So just releasing on the exhale. Just next 2 slow deep breaths. And can you still breathe into the back of the heart on the inhale? And soften on the exhale. Lift the gaze, look forwards, breathe in. Slide the hands back in. Now chin to chest, round the upper back. Either you can slide the left knee back into tabletop or tuck the right toes under and step it back into downward facing dog. Wow. You really feel the difference between sides there. Take a breath in. Full breath out. And we're not going to do anything fancy. Just drop the knees down and slide the right knee towards the right wrist and across the body to switch sides. Alright, especially that we're doing a short practice. We're a little tighter for time. Don't have to do any fancy transitions. So again, if you're on your back, just switch sides.
Press down into that right shin, pick the left knee off the mat and just swizzle the foot a little further back so the pelvis gets a little lower, and then release the top of the foot down. Keep that grounding in the shin, up onto the fingertips, inhale, so just breathing in more space into the left psoas. Fold in, exhale. Back up, breathe in. Fold, breath out. Last one, inhale, find even more length, just a little mini back bend, heart open. Long exhale, start to lower down onto the forearms. Every breath in, we find length, subtle rounding in the upper back. Every exhale, we soften, maybe the heart moves that little bit closer towards the earth, but keeping the chest open still. And then just observe, notice what areas are really tensing and tightening. Jaw, the shoulders. And just releasing. Last 2 deep breaths. Last breath in. Slow breath out. Lift the gaze on the inhale. Walk the hands back in, back in. Again, either you can slide the right knee back for tabletop or tuck the left toes under. Downward facing dog, step it back. Wah. Take a breath in, come up high onto the balls of the feet. Drop the knees down on the breath out. We'll move the hips over to one side and then send the legs forwards towards the front. Bend the knees, plant the feet down and just come all the way down onto the back. We'll take a bridge pose here. So toes of us are slightly turned in, heels right underneath the knees, pressing the big toes down as we roll the shoulders back and start to lift the hips. Interlace the fingers behind the back. This time, see if you can work the palms more towards one another and press the little pinky fingers down. So we're working the shoulder heads right underneath, squeezing the shoulder blades together. See if you can lift the heart that little bit more and then squeeze the butt just to lift the hips and then just relax the butt. And think about more pressing the shins forwards. And just notice how that feels. As you press the shins forwards, at the same time, can you drag the heels in? Something to think about. Press the shin forwards, drag the heels in. Press the shins forwards, drag the heels in. Ooh. One more breath in. Release the hands, articulate the spine, lower all the way down on the breath out. Move the hips over towards the left, drop the knees to the right, open the arms wide. And I like to stack my knees, but you choose what you prefer with the twist. Stacking just makes you go that little bit deeper. Keeping that left shoulder head down. Start to turn the gaze over the left shoulder. Breathing in. Slow breath out. Breathing into the front of the heart, to the shoulders, sending the breath out to the hands. And long exhale to go that little bit deeper in the twist. And then back to center, bring the knees back, ground into the feet and just move the hips over to the right, knees lower down to the left. Right shoulder grounds, stacking the knees. Take a breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale. Steady exhale. Last one, breathing in. Full breath out. Bringing the knees back to center and transition to stillness. Extend the legs long. I'm going to keep my arms overhead as I really want to just take up space. Breathing into the belly, into the heart. Out the mouth, long breath out. Now, if you have lots of time, you might want to pause the video and just soak in a longer Savasana. Otherwise, thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.